What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A because I've reached 7,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for the support on the channel recently. We are one step closer to 10,000 subscribers, which is honestly crazy. Nonetheless, though, in celebration of 7,000 subscribers, I thought it would have been a fun idea to do a Q&A, so that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. At the time of recording this, I have 63 questions to go through in today's video, so we're going to be answering through a lot of questions rapidly. So enjoy yourselves, grab some popcorn, sit down and have some fun with this video, and without further ado, let's go on to today's Q&A video. So the first question I'm going to answer is from ITSBRADAZHD, and he asked this really weird question asking me, why do you copy ITSBRADAZHD so much, ? And I'm going to be honest, I'm really confused why this guy called Brad is saying that I copy his content when he copied my content before. Case in point, I uploaded this video on May 10th of 2018 called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, the best cards to get with your UR Dream Ticket. Now, I made this video on May 10th when the UR Dream Ticket first got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and this video did really well on my channel. It was my second most viewed video on my channel, and when the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Dream Ticket came around, Brad did a very weird and similar title to my old ticket video, and he titled his Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Dream Ticket video, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, the best cards to get with your 5D's UR Dream Ticket! ! Now I'm going to show you guys the comparison of both of these titles side by side on the video, and as you guys can tell, the titles are so freaking similar, and that's because Brad literally copied my whole title but put 5D's and at the end of the video, or at the end of the title, and that's absolutely crazy. I can't believe he copied me. And then one last copy, which was really weird, is that for my Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's video for the UR Dream Ticket, I did the best cards to get with your Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links 5D's UR Dream Ticket, and for that video I did really well. And what was really strange is that the next video that Brad made on the UR Dream Ticket, he puts best in all capital letters in his latest UR Dream Ticket video. That is absolutely absurd, and I can't believe that Brad is copying me all the time. So don't even call me out on copying when you copy me, Brad. I don't like that. Jokes aside, though, that was just a big meme. Me and Brad and just other people in the Discord community have always memed about, saying that we make very similar content, which we do. We both cover Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leaks and information and everything like that. But in my opinion, when it comes to that, it's actually good to have people covering this kind of the same topics and everything like that, and do kind of the same content, because that promotes basically like more competition into the community, and it helps better both of us as content creators to make better content for you guys. And I gotta say, Brad's leak videos are way better than mine as of recent. For me, my leak videos have been kind of cut and dry, and I only really talk about the information from the Duel Links Meta website, because currently right now I don't really feel inclined to like make a bunch of editing on those type of leak videos. I'd rather spend a lot of time in editing on my ranked PP videos and videos like this that I'm doing right now, and I want to actually bring more edited content into you know, my channel, but that's not, you know, leaks and information, because I just don't feel like that. But yeah, no, I think it's both fine for us to make kind of the similar content. Besides, Brad's videos have been doing way better than mine anyways, so keep watching Brad for his leak videos, keep watching my leak videos if you enjoy them, all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's that question. Let's move on to the next question. Next question from Chaser7. He is asking, how does the Duel Links Mafia work? And basically how the Duel Links Mafia works is when you spend $20 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, you get 24 packs from those $20 you spend, and all you get from those 24 packs is just a bunch of rares and end cards. That's just how the Duel Links Mafia works. Next question we have is from Eddie Wang, and he has 7 questions to ask me, so let's go through these really quickly. His first one he asks is, name your favorite character from each series that appeared in the franchise and explain why you like them. I'm not going to explain why, but I'm just going to tell you guys my favorite characters from just the top of my head. My opinions always change about my favorite characters as time goes on, but when it comes to Duel Monsters stuff, Joey's a pretty cool guy. In Generation 2, I guess I'll go with Jaden. I like the main characters of shows most of the time. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's, Yusei is such a badass character. He's such an awesome main character. I love him so much. Also, shout out to the best wife in the world, Misty Lola. 5D's is such a great show. There's so many good things about 5D's. When it comes to Xexel, I don't really know what's my favorite character. I'm gonna have to pass on that one. I don't know if I have like a favorite character for Xexel. When it comes to Arc 5, though, I'm gonna go with Serena, really good character. And then when it comes to V-Reigns, I haven't watched the show yet, so I don't have a favorite character for V-Reigns. 2, which archetype would you like from the real life trading card game that should be in Duel Links besides Gemini for hires and vampires, etc.? I'll go with Odd Eyes, even though Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon's not gonna happen for a long time now because it's a Pendulum deck. I do like Odd Eyes. I think the deck's really cool. 3rd, any cards from the Dark Side Dimension movie will be released in Duel Links, far you know. Currently I have no information on that because just doesn't exist currently. If there will be any leaks for the Dark Side Dimension, you know, cards to be in Duel Links, I'll definitely make a video on them. 4, are gonna do any pack and box openings of Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon cards on stream in or future videos anytime soon. I've done them before. I think in my Revolution beginning pack opening after I opened up packs, I actually opened up some Pokemon packs, which was fun. So yeah, I mean, in the future I might do some. I'm gonna probably pick up the speed dueling little boxes when those come out, which I think are coming out very soon, so look forward to that, I guess. 5, which game are gonna play for the Let's Play series? A couple Let's Plays that in mind. I just need to sit down and actually like work hard on getting the Let's Play set up, but in my update video, I'm going to be doing Bakugan. I'm going to be doing Bakugan first, and then after Bakugan, I'll do the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds 2010 Let's Play, and then also I'm going to be doing a co-op with my friend Sam, and we're going to be doing a Pokemon co-op, cooperative series. I still need to get around to doing the overlay for that, so I'm really sorry for the delay. Next up, 6, we have, would you play the Bakugan Battle Planet official game? Yes, I do want to play it, and I think that the Bakugan stuff is actually in my town. I just been too lazy to actually buy it. I'm probably just going to order it online and check that out. So yeah, I do want to play it, but I haven't played it yet. And then 7, what's your favorite anime series besides the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise anime? My favorite anime series, I'll give you guys my top 3. Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds is my #1 franchise, but when it comes to like not Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, second favorite is My Hero Academia, and third is Hunter x Hunter. Some people call it Hunter x Hunter, and that's probably how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I see the X there, so I call it Hunter x Hunter, and I like that. I like the sounding of that more, anything like that. But that's my top 3 anime series. Next question we got from my boy Spooky. Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links will drop Zexal this year? I'd love to be in your vid. Well, you are in my video, and yeah, I could definitely see Zexal being dropping into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links this year. I think Konami knows that Duel Links might not last forever, so they might want to rush out each summoning archetype year after year, so then maybe they can make a whole new mobile app in the future. Or what Brad said to me a long time ago is that possibly what they're going to do is they're actually going to give us 2 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just synchro summoning. Because for example, with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, that was 2 years of just only having fusion monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So possibly there's a chance that they will only have Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and synchro summoning for 2 years, and then not have Zexal and all that stuff for a lot longer than that. But at the same time, I do think they might drop a Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal world around in September time. I think that's probably what they're going to do, because they just want to change up the game pretty quickly though. But it will feel kind of weird if we did get XYZ monsters this year, if I'm going to be honest. So I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about that. I could see it happening, but at the same time, I don't see that happening. So there's that right there. Next question we got is from Yugimon. What archetypes do you want to get added to the game? I actually don't know, so I'm just going to go with Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon again, even though it's not going to happen for a very long time. Death Gun Creed Assassin asks, what is your favorite deck in Duel Links? I'm going to go with Gemini's. Wizu17 asks, what is your favorite song? I actually don't really have a favorite song from the top of my head. I listen to so many random stuff, because there's times where I like rock music, I like rap music, there's sometimes where I like dubstep, chill step, sometimes I love anime openings. There's so many random things that I like, and I don't have a specific favorite that I do like. And next question we have is from Time, and he asked, what card do you want to get banned or limited into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? And I'm going to be honest, at the time I'm recording this video, I genuinely don't know what I do want banned or limited into Duel Links, because for the most part, they actually have almost all the cancer covered for it to be hit on the limit list and everything like that. So I'm gonna go with probably Diamond Core. Even though I like the Maru deck, I actually played it and got to Legend 1 and to King of Games in one live stream, because that deck is actually broken. So I think they should limit Diamond Core. If they put Diamond Core in the semi-limit list, that might hurt the deck a little bit. But then at the same time, I played 2 copies of Diamond Core. They would have to limit Canadia and Diamond Core in order to nerf that deck, because that deck is literally broken. And then I guess I would say just Master Heroes. I think Master Heroes is a cool deck, but it does get really annoying to go against sometimes. So if they limited Anki or Mass Change, I would be fine with that too. So I don't really know though. I don't really have a strong opinion of what I want to get banned or limited into Duel Links, so I guess that's my answer. Next up, we have a ton of questions from Phantasm, and yeah, we're just gonna go through this rapid fire. So are we gonna see more Mafia City content? Currently, no, but thank you guys so much for the support on that Mafia City video. They actually did a lot better than I thought it would have, but currently, no Mafia City content as time goes on. 2, have you played Tag Force before? Would be interesting in a Let's Play of it. I actually have played Tag Force before. I have Tag Force 4, and I downloaded the Arc 5 Special translated. That was a ton of fun. Will I Let's Play on it? Probably not. I don't really like the flow of the game for Let's Playing. I think it would take too long and I would never finish it. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna Let's Play Tag Force anytime soon, but it is a cool series. Next up, we have what Synchro Monster and our tuners we like to see in the future. Star Spark Dragon would be cool. What was it? I think Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon is also a cool one. Trishul is a cool synchro. That's some of them that are on top of my head that I do like. I'm probably, after done with this video, I'm gonna remember a synchro monster that I absolutely adore but forgot to mention. But that's my current 3 that would be kind of neat. And when it comes to tuners, I don't really know. I don't really have any. Actually, never mind. It's Quick Draw Synchron. Quick Draw Synchron would actually be an amazing tuner for Duel Links. There you go. 4, what do you think about the new Ritual Fusion archetypes like Methus or Invoke? Do you think Cyber Angel would be welcome back if they got new supports like Egg and Xayna? Well, I don't know Invoke or the Methus or however you pronounce that because I don't play the TCG, so I don't really have an opinion on both of those. And I mean, sure, Cyber Angels can come back. I don't really care if they get support. I'd probably actually play the deck this time if they did get support. Don't know what the Cyber Angel, Egg, and Xayna do, so maybe I'll have to look those up later. And then 5, what is your favorite Meloche monster, favorite Ghost Trick monster, and are you gonna make a Meloche Ghost Trick video? I don't like Meloches. I don't like that deck at all. It's a big no from me. Ghost Trick monsters, I don't have a favorite Ghost Trick monster, but I'm fine with the archetype. Will I make a Meloche Ghost Trick deck video? No, I will not. Soul2431, what would you do if Misty was added into Duel Links? I'd be an extremely happy boy. I will be trying my best to make as much content as I can if Misty got added to Duel Links, and I would be very, very hyped for that. Also, that just means the potential that Misty will have some more fan art, and I'm gonna be honest, there is not a lot of Misty Lola fan art out there, and I'd love to see some more. So I'd be extremely happy if we get Misty into Duel Links, because there are gonna be new character models and character art and possibly more fan art because she'll get introduced into Duel Links, and please make it happen. Please make it happen, Kona. Sasuke will ask, will you upload Super Smash Bros. Ultimate videos? Once I buy a capture card, I'd love to do some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate videos. Still, I am a very toxic player when it comes to Super Smash Bros. So just be a warning for that. So just be aware of that when I do make Super Smash Bros. Content. There's probably going to be a lot of swearing in those videos. So take it that as you will. We have another question from Chaser7, and he asks, how many Little D's does Misty have? And Misty has 3 copies of Little Dinosaur. Thank you, Misty. Next question is from Meme Regime, and he asks, do you think artifacts would be a good fit for Duel Links? I don't really know artifacts too well, but from what I looked up just now with artifacts, they seem to be able to set them from the hand to the field and spell and trap card zone, and you can do a lot of effects during your opponent's turn. So I don't really know the full gist of them. I think they were meta at one point, if I remember properly. I think it was a newer archetype that got added in the past like 4 or 5 years. I don't know if they will flow well in Duel Links. I think they would clog the back row a lot if you play that deck, but I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about them. Maybe they would be a good fit. Maybe they will not. I just don't know enough about them. Next up, we have a question from Edward145CV. He asks, what is the meaning of life? I genuinely don't know. Just have fun. That's all I could really say. Have fun without putting others in harm. There you go. Next up, we have a question from Bless, and he is asking, do you have cooties? Currently, I do not have any cooties because I never had a girlfriend. Next up, we have a question from Drew James, and it is, what one card you wish it was in Duel Links and why? That's a tough one. I don't really have any cards that I would absolutely want to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. They finally added Little D into Duel Links, so I'm a very happy boy from that. That was like the one card that I would love to have in Duel Links, and they did, so I don't really know. Like I said in my previous questions, Odd Eyes would be pretty cool. Quick Draw Synchron would be another cool card. But for the most part, I don't really have any cards that I absolutely want into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Next up, we have a question from Tigo Leo, and says, when will you play Heyday 2? Never. We got a question from One Up Devil, and he asks, please answer this. I'm in the video. Why does Bless smell so bad? It's because he is a monkey slut. We got a question from Darkstar, and he asked, what is your favorite deck from the 5Ds anime that made it to the TCG? I guess I'm going to go with, I don't know, Yusei's deck. I think Yusei's deck's really cool. Stardust Dragon with the whole junk cards are really cool. Other than that, though, I don't really know what 5D's like character archetype that I liked that was in, you know, the games. I mean, for the most part, a lot of cards were inspired from both the TCG and anime to be in the whole game itself. So I'm going to go with Yusei's deck. I thought that was pretty cool. Next up, we got a question from Nightwolf. He asked, do you watch Hunter x Hunter? And if if you do, who's your favorite character? If you don't, I highly suggest it. Best anime in terms of writing. Like I said earlier in this Q&A, Hunter x Hunter is my top 3 anime. Love that show to death. When it comes to my favorite character, though, oh yeah, he's not Hisoka. What was it? Leorio. I forgot about my boy Leorio, but dude, Leorio is actually my favorite character. There's a lot of things I can relate to when it comes to Leorio, and I was so happy about some of his character development in the show. I wish he was shown more in the show, though. I wish Leorio was, you know, showcased in the show, because I felt like he didn't have that much screen time compared to some of the other characters, in my opinion. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter, fucking amazing show. Everybody watch that when you get the chance. Yeah, and I gotta say, Leorio is my favorite character. Hadi Mua asks, do you think that Goki Maru should be in the limited list? Yes, it really should. I actually like playing the deck because it got me to getting games quickly, but it definitely needs to get hit. That deck is actually broken. Next question we have is from White Shadow, and he asks, why not do it on the live stream so you don't filter question and rehearse answers? Well, I did actually rehearse this answer, so there you go right there. But no, I want to actually keep this video much shorter. I don't want the live stream to be like an hour long because I think more people would watch the Q&A if it wasn't so long. Live streams are good for being live streams, but I do want to keep my videos more short and like in the 10-15 minute range, simply because of the fact that more people would watch it and have time to watch it. I don't think everybody has the time in the world to watch a 1 hour just live stream. Not everybody's able to, so that's why I'm not doing a live stream. And yeah, that's just my answer right there. So QnA Animations asks, how did you know that you wanted to start making Duel Links content? So the reason why I started making Duel Links content is because when Duel Links came out globally, I was also making content on my YouTube channel. I was actually doing Pokemon Let's Plays in that sort of fashion, and my channel was around the 200 subscriber mark when I started doing Duel Links content and stuff like that. And my Pokemon Let's Plays were not really doing the best as I would hope, but now looking back on it, it was because they weren't just that good. But still, yeah, I started making Duel Links content. Basically, I was on the Google Play Store one day, and I was like, I wonder what Yu-Gi-Oh games are out there on, on the phone. And apparently, Duel Links came out like a couple days before I had this epiphany of wanting to play a Yu-Gi-Oh game on my phone. So it was very convenient at the time when Duel Links came out globally that I was like, hey, let's go try out a Yu-Gi-Oh game and see what happens. And just ever since then, I made Duel Links stuff. I was a content creator at that time, so I had the content creator mindset, and I wanted to make Duel Links content. So there you go right there. Next question we have is SAOXFT. Want7, can you do a playthrough of Resident Evil 2, please? Question, what college and university do you tend to go to once you graduate high school? Hashtag Mr. Treadwell is best waifu. I agree, my guy. Okay, so I'm probably not going to do a Resident Evil 2 Let's Play. I think my boy Mario ZRG did a little live stream on Resident Evil 2 if you want to watch that. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Resident Evil is not on the top of my series. I actually can appreciate the series. I think it's pretty cool. I played the most recent one that came out on the PS4. Even though that was more of like a scary game instead of like a shooter game or whatever. I don't really know the exact Resident Evil series. I just heard that the PS4 one is a little different from the series itself. But yeah, I mean, I can appreciate the series. I just don't plan on actually Let's Playing it. And currently I have no plans of what college university I would want to go to. But if I did, I probably wouldn't disclose it because I kind of don't want people to know where I live. If it happens, it happens. But I personally don't really want people to know where I live. Next up, we have a question from Dork Blade. Is it bad luck that I only have one Mushroom Man? Yes, it is. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Next question we got is from Playmaker Duel Links, and he asks favorite film genre and one movie of it. Usually I'm a big fan of kind of modern setting, movies that are action and fast paced, like kind of like Tom Cruise movies and stuff like that. I do like those type of movies where they're modern setting and they're very fast paced and there's a lot of action going in them. I've never been a big fan. Like, I can appreciate films that are from the future and from the past, but just most cases I appreciate films that are set in current setting the most and everything like that. And I gotta say, Edge of Tomorrow from Tom Cruise was really good. Now thinking about it, there's a lot of action films that had Tom Cruise in it, but there's like some other action films that are really cool. But Edge of Tomorrow is really cool. And I will say though, my favorite movie of all time though is actually Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Bonds Beyond Time. That's actually my favorite movie, but when it comes to the film genres, I'm gonna go with modern action. Love those type of movies. Next up, we have a question from Kevin Productions, and he asks, is BradaZHD'S gay? Yes, he is. Next up, we have a question from Miss Really Bored. Would you consider doing something like doing 10 random subscribers in a duel room? Technically, I have done that when it comes to duel room streams, but I know what you're talking about, like maybe do a video on that or just simply post in my community tab to do a duel room against 10 random subscribers. I never considered doing that. Maybe I could, but that is definitely not on the top of my radar to do. Next up, we have a question from Fraud Bula FA. Do you think that Clearwing Synchro Dragon can come to Duel Links? Not in a long time. That card is really good. Next up, we have a question from AK Gaming 21. Who is your favorite character in Duel Links? I'm gonna go currently with Yusei, but once they add Misty Lola into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, aka Misty Treadwell, yes, please. But yeah, Yusei, Misty, good characters. Those will be both my favorite if they get both added to Duel Links, which Yusei is, but yeah, you know what I mean. Next up, we have a question from Freedom. I don't have a question, but I just want to say thank you for the great Duel Links content. Thank you to you two for watching my Duel Links content. We got a question from Jacob, and he asked, thoughts on the Elemental Hero support we gotten so far and what will take them to make into the meta. I think heroes are actually in a good spot. I'm going to be making a video soon, probably the day after this Q&A goes out, on Elemental Heroes, and I think I built a pretty good deck for Elemental Heroes. The fact that we got like Miracle Fusion and stuff like that definitely helps Elemental Heroes to be a better deck. But at the same time, I think if we got more masked hero support, then I think heroes would be a little bit better, simply because of the fact that we need all sorts of different attributes to go into the other mass change monsters. So if we get more mass change monsters, you can probably use some really good Elemental Hero monsters to go into those, you know, mass change monsters and everything like that. So I think we need to get more masked heroes in order to make heroes meta, but that could be a whole cluster bag itself, and I don't think it's going to be very good in the future of the game. But that's just my opinion right there. I guess I'm going to move on. Next up, Tame asks, same questions. Number 1, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist, which archetype would you use in respective of its efficiency and Geminis? 2, when do you think Duel Links would be over, and if you think it won't, tell me why. Duel Links would end when people are not playing it anymore. I guess that's going to be pretty much it. I think they could keep supporting the game forever, but that's only if they keep making money off the game. Except, how do you think Sexual World will be received, better or worse than Fight Ds? I don't know if it'll be better or worse, but XYZ monsters are going to be awesome. So I guess that's my opinions right there. Okay, so we got a question from that one guy, Louis 213, ass or boobs. I gotta go boobs. Love those. Next up, we have a question from Harbo Skills. Do you think that they'll add Zexal to Duel Links? If so, what's your opinion on that? They should add Zexal to Duel Links. XYZ monsters will be awesome. Like I said earlier in the Q&A, if they might add Zexal this year, and if so, I'll be fine with that. But it might be a couple of years later after that. So there is that right there. But yeah, I think Zexal should be into Duel Links. Next up, we got a question from Andre. Since when did you start your channel? How do you feel about Duel Links? I started my channel because basically my parents wouldn't let me create a Google account, so therefore I couldn't make a YouTube account. So I started doing Twitch live streaming instead. I was a Twitch live streamer for a while. Once I got my first phone, I was able to make a Google account, and then I was able to make my YouTube channel. So that's why I started it. And I do like Duel Links, but it has been becoming kind of stale. So that's why I want to try some other content out, like make more Let's Play type of content instead of just only Duel Links, so I don't wear myself out of Duel Links. I think Duel Links, I'm still willing to make content on the game, and I still enjoyed the game. There's a ton of fun things about it, but at the same time, I don't want to get drained out of the game, so I want to basically make some other content too. But Duel Links is in a good spot. Who's your favorite female character? Cannot be Misty. Well, it is Misty. Misty is my favorite character. Tell us your top favorite character from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds. I don't really know, but Yusei, well, even though Misty is my favorite waifu of all time, I gotta go Yusei as #1 character. He's such a cool protagonist. So there you go right there. Sorry for cutting some of your questions short, but I want to get through the Q&A to answer everybody's question. Next up, we have a question from Hero. Our credit card number, I can't give that to you because, you know, John Wick already has it. Not JK for real on 7K. Do you think Konami would implement XYZ monster Duel Links without power creeping every other summoning method? I think they could if they wanted to, considering that they barely gave us any good support for synchro monsters when they first came out. They can easily not make XYZ monsters so power crept in the game. So yeah, I think they could do that, but XYZ would be cool, but yeah, they would probably mess it up. Harbo Scales, what other 5Ds character would you like to see your vids or 6 Pro? Of course, I would love Misty Treadwell into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Sherry would also be a cool character to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and just all the Darksiders in general would be awesome too. So we got a question from Miguel, and he asked, what do you like about Yu-Gi-Oh! The most? And that's a tough question. What keeps me staying with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is you guys in the community. But when I started watching Yu-Gi-Oh, I just simply liked the show. I thought the show was super cool, and none of my friends played Yu-Gi-Oh at the time. So I just liked Yu-Gi-Oh first because I thought Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds was such a super cool show, and I loved it so much. But what definitely keeps me into Yu-Gi-Oh is definitely you guys right here, just supporting my content and everything like that. Back in the day before I was a content creator for Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links, I would switch between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that right there. I like Yu-Gi-Oh most because of you guys. Rudotonics asks, what is the gayest trap in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links right now? Can't answer that one. Next up, we got a question from Nicholas Simmons. When's that Pair Synchro Turbo deck coming? I don't think it ever will, but maybe when Instant Fusion is a thing, maybe that deck will be an epic deck to make. Joking decide which Duel Links event is your favorite. Duelist Chronicle events are honestly the best. They're so cool. I hope we see a Duelist Chronicles event for Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. That'd be awesome. Also, which character do you use the most or enjoy using? I've been using Akiza the most because of the What Grows in the Graveyard skill and balance, but I do like using Yusei a lot. Making synchro decks is a ton of fun. Name here asks, other than Misty Treadwell, who is your favorite waifu? Misty Treadwell is my #1 waifu, but I think second place is going to go to Palutena. Solid waifu. Next up, we have a comment from SSJG Yoshi. What does Pot Degree do? Surely you're the one that can finally answer this godforsaken question. I honestly can't answer it, man. I genuinely don't know. But last time I tried to use Pot Degree, I draw 2 cards for my opponent's deck, and they were not happy about that. Next up, we got a question from Devil May Cry. How can the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? How can I get the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links loot box? I don't know how. Konami didn't send me one, and I was very sad about that, so I can't help you out with that one. So we got a question from Shadow Superior Clash Royale and other games, and he asked, what do you wish Duel Links did differently outside of generic stuff, and who's your favorite anime character? So when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I think if they added some more story stuff into the game and made the NPC events much more enjoyable to go through, I think that would be a ton of fun. If they did add a story into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I think it would be a ton of fun to talk about too. And there was some, you know, information about them possibly doing like a legit story mode specifically for Duel Links. So if they did that, that'd be awesome. And who's my favorite anime character? For Yu-Gi-Oh! Wise, I'm gonna go with Yusei. Next up, we have a question from Christian Galarov. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I do not. And are you going to show your family? No, I'm not going to be showing them the family. If they pop up in my streams, oh well, but I'm not going to be forcing to shove a camera in their face. Next up, we got a question from Boom Doom 999. What is your next Yu-Gi-Oh! Game you're going to start playing? Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds 2010. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. 2010 World Championship Reverse of Arcadia, something like that. It's a very long name, but the Reverse of Arcadia game is going to be awesome. Going to be playing that one next. My question is you getting good grades in school? What? Yes, I am. Senior year has been very easy for me, so I've been getting good grades. Local Weed Man asked, do you smoked weed or tried it once? I've never tried weed, and I'm not really about that life. I don't really want to be part of that culture, but if you do that stuff, more power to you. I'm just personally not a big fan of doing that stuff. But like I said, more power to you. If you want to smoke weed, you do you. Next up, we have a question from Shin. If I send you a friend request, will you accept it? No, I will not accept your friend request, but at the same time, I might do a thing where I might clear out every single one of my friends on my Duel Links account and ask you guys to add me in my community post, so keep an eye out for that. But currently, no, I will not add you as a friend of Duel Links. I don't really use the Duel Links friend feature that much anyways. Aiden TV asked, do you have a website? No, I do not have a website unless you count youtube.com/Watt007. Next up, we got a question from Theo. What Duel Links or TCG deck do you hate the most to duel against? Burn decks, stall decks, I fucking hate those. I hope they get deleted from the game. Next up, we have a question from Snake Creep. What is the best thing that happened from streaming Minecraft with 10-year-olds? Meeting you, Snake, meeting Theo, and all of the friend group from Minecraft. We made a lot of awesome memories from just simply me live streaming from Twitch and making content on that, and we just became friends and still talk to each other to this day. That's my favorite thing about doing that sort of stuff back in the day. McLovin23T asked, what's your favorite Duel Monsters episode ever? Whatever the Battle City stuff. Every time I do rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, I only watch from the beginning of the Duel Battle City stuff. I do not like the season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! But for whatever they do the Battle City stuff, that's my favorite. So I'm gonna go with that, but I don't really have a specific episode because I don't really watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters that much. It's been a very long time. Who's your favorite waifu who has been created since now? Well, most of you guys know Misty Treadwell, best waifu ever. Love her so much, but then my top 2 is Palutena. She's a good waifu too. Levar asked, do you like cookies? Because I like cookies. Cookies are pretty good. I like cookies with milk. I'm that type of person. Love that stuff. A name that I can't pronounce. Name of your girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. Aiden TV gives us another question. What made you start playing Duel Links? Like I said earlier in this Q&A, I searched up, you know, just a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on the Google Play Store, and all of a sudden Duel Links was there. Tried it out, liked the game. Ed Norton asked, why is your waifu trash? I personally don't think my waifu is trash, and I am perfectly fine with you thinking that my waifu is trash, because with my mentality when it comes to that stuff, it's like, dude, if people hate on what I like, that just means I could just like it all to myself. If people like what I like, that's cool, because I have something to relate to them. But I am perfectly fine with liking Misty Lola and you don't, because that's my waifu. You have your different waifus. Next, we got a question from Dash and Act. Best Duel Links character theme. Yusei's theme is so good. And Kappa Hacks, will you die? We all die at some point, so there you go. Well, it looks like that's it for today's Q&A. I wish it didn't last to over 30 minutes long, but that's just how it is. I did answer everybody's questions, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A. If I missed out on one of your questions, though, or you missed out on me asking for you guys to send me questions, feel free to go to the comment section down below and ask me some questions that I didn't answer, and I'll reply to them. But seriously, though, thank you guys so much for 7,000 subscribers. I'll go see you guys in the next video. Peace out.